Do you possess the 3 traits required for a successful life? The Quran's opening frames its instruction as a test of the reader's psychological readiness. Standard book introductions clarify their contents to ease the reader in. However, the opening of Surah Al-Baqarah takes a different path. Looking at this manuscript, the first verse consists of 3 disjointed letters, defying direct translation: Alif, Lam, Mim. Immediately after, the text makes a staggering claim of authority, stating, "This is the book about which there is no doubt." These initial verses function as a filter. They are designed to cultivate a specific mindset in the reader before the first piece of guidance is even delivered. The first step of this blueprint is the groundwork. Those opening letters serve a practical function. These are the muqatta'at, or the disconnected letters. Scholars note that they carry no translatable meaning, remaining intentionally opaque. Encountering language that resists comprehension forces an immediate check on the reader's ego. It demands an admission of the limits of one's own intellect. Once that humility is established, we reach step 2, the bedrock. The text introduces the phrase, "La raiba fi," no doubt. This requirement for certainty avoids the trap of blind, unthinking faith. The structure suggests that by first acknowledging the boundaries of human understanding, the reader is prepared to accept the clarity of the verses that follow. By using the mystery letters to strip away arrogance, the text builds the psychological foundation required to hold a deep, stable conviction. With the foundation laid, the text identifies its target audience, the muttaqin, or those who are mindful of God. It provides 3 measurable, practical traits to identify who these individuals actually are. The first trait is belief in the unseen. This is the cognitive ability to accept a reality that extends beyond what is purely material or visible. The second essential trait is establishing prayer, the daily practice of consistent, focused spiritual discipline. The third trait requires them to spend out of what they have been provided. This requirement frames mindfulness as a tangible social commitment, moving past purely internal sentiment to provide for the community. These 3 pillars create a progression where the individual aligns their mind, their internal spirit, and their external actions. These components form an integrated system. Mind, spirit, and society are brought into a unified alignment. The pillars of action stay upright because they rest on the base we saw at the start: the humility of the first verse and the certainty of the second. Arrogance prevents the growth of mindfulness, while doubt prevents a person from acting with generosity or purpose. This photograph shows the collective result. This structural alignment has allowed massive communities to function with a shared sense of conviction and responsibility for centuries. So, do you possess these 3 traits? The journey begins by moving past the ego to reach a state of absolute conviction. The architecture is already laid out. The question is whether you are ready to inhabit it.